And temperatures gradually getting a little cooler as we head into the weekend. We'll have that full forecast ahead. Down to rather 69 degrees. So we do want to get a look at your weather headlines coming up again and the rest of your forecast that's coming up. But right now, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Evelyn, breaking news happening.
And look how foggy it got in the forecast for us already. We're going to be talking about that fog and your weekend cool down ahead.
I think the dog got a good lawyer, I guess.
No, I think the dog saw the pool and said, I'm going swimming.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
it. We're going
That
swimming.
was the intent for sure.
All right, we got some things going on.
Less 90s
I'm
today.
panting. I'm panting out there.
Less 90s today. I hear panting in the studio. A very cute dog over there. Steph's going to have more on that. Speaking of panting. All right. Not Stephanie panting, though. Don't worry. Not yet, at least. But we are expecting warm temperatures. We're getting a look at downtown right now. Near downtown, you're going to see a little bit of cloud cover. Low cloud cover closer to the coast. High cloud cover elsewhere. So it's mostly to partly sunny today, above average temperature-wise. And we do have some cooling on the way. Slightly cooler today, but more cooling over the next few days. Temperatures in the 50s and the 60s. And as we take you to your hour-by-hour forecast, you're going to see temperatures in the basin going from the 60s to the upper 70s, flirting with the 80s, then back down to the low 70s and 60s later in the afternoon. So we're up to 79 degrees with some cloud cover by the afternoon. And temperatures look like this a little later today. A mix of 60s, 70s, 80s, and yes, even a few 90s. Not as many as yesterday. The IE, though, still a lot of 90s for us. 93 in Moreno Valley, 93 Hemet, and 93 in Riverside, along with 94 in San Bernardino. Orange County, a mix of 70s and 80s. 70s closer to the coast, a little cloudier along the coast. 80s as we head a little further inland. Santa Monica, a very foggy start at the pier this morning. We're at 72 degrees a little later this afternoon. As we head to downtown, as we mentioned, 79. Flirting with the 90s for Northridge and San Fernando. Pasadena, 88, and Lancaster coming in at 86 degrees. And as we get a look at your 7-day microclimate forecast, temperatures continuing to get cooler as we head into the next few days. Let's take a look right here. And then by next, we're in the upper 60s today. By the end of next week, we're talking upper 50s. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Ed.
And temperatures gradually cooling down. We'll have more on your weekend forecast ahead. 60s, the little bit of low cloud cover back in the mix. We're going to have a look at your weekend forecast coming up, but right now, we'll send it back to you, Rick. Steph and I, we were just talking about the fog. We just checked the airport delays. No delays at LAX. But I will tell you, Catalina, looking at clear conditions in this shot, but still contending with a lot of fog at the coast. Cooler temperatures, lots to talk about. We'll have it all when we come back.
Yeah.
I know Rick wanted to go.
Oh, my gosh.
You know.
By the way, nothing like the energy of a championship boxing match of all the sports I've ever covered.
Really?
That has an incredible
cool.
amount of energy. It's just unbelievable.
The energy not being in Vegas is pretty incredible, so I can't imagine what it's like to actually be in Vegas covering that as well, or attending, if you're lucky enough. All right, we're getting a look outside at Santa Monica. You can barely even see it. I had to hesitate there for a minute because you can barely see the Ferris wheel. Really dense fog this morning along the coast of Santa Monica Bay, very socked in. In fact, your fogcast is going to show you just that. So you'll see the South Bay, very foggy all the way up to Santa Monica, Playa del Rey, Westchester, LAX, very foggy right now. Along the 105, we're starting to see some dense fog, and that fog actually spanning into Ventura County along the coastal plain there as well. Temperatures a little cooler along the coast as a result. Everybody else mostly in the 60s. And your hour-by-hour forecast showing you 60s, 70s, and eventually getting up to closer to the 80s. Some spots actually getting to the 90s, close to the 80s. Let's take a look at your 7-day microclimate forecast right here.
Says it's the longest
Am I the only one?
coaster in the world.
Rick's
You're the only one that's allowed to.
like this.
I'm
Rick's like this.
White
The
knuckles?
dog was...
Yeah, no, I know. Front car or back car for you guys?
Oh my gosh, I think I'd be the middle.
I gotta
For
try 'em
sure,
all.
in the middle.
Gotta try them all.
Evan,
all about the
okay.
front.
We'll wait
I used
extra
to be
long.
a major adrenaline junkie. No longer. No
Oh,
longer.
I love it.
I don't know what happened.
But
I'm
the
lame
bar
now.
never gets down close enough to your legs, does
That's
it? So you
true.
always get a
That's
little
true.
bit of
It's
air.
Scary.
Yeah.
I always felt like I was going to fall off.
It's a good way to go. No, it's not.
No, it's not. I
Okay.
can think of worse ways.
Coming up on CBS2 News this morning, a pup that will do just about anything.